Makes 5 changes for their midweek match against the Town FC, which finished in a 0-0 shootout loss, as are some players. But it will be Charles Doddsey who leads the line. Sebastian Gomez will be playing a more retreated position in midfield this evening. And Yu Tsukanome, with 13 goals to his name this season, playing in behind as the number 10. For a Tacoma Defiance team that is short on defenders right now, they've had to bring in a couple of academy players here. They got Mo Shore making the start in goal, and it is Etienne Veillard who makes his first squad of the season. Debuted back in 2022, with the young right back getting the start this evening. As, of course, Seattle Sounders involved in a big one, the Leagues Cup final going on, and that has certainly played a major impact on this matchup that we have this evening. But it hasn't stopped the fans from getting out here at Zions Bank Stadium as we are underway between Real Monarchs side. Carly drops it back to Veillard. Nice ball shaped into the back post, set across, and the flag is up. And everybody knew it. As soon as Veillard shaped up for that, it's Rivera. Dylan going down and does draw the whistle eventually. Referee waited just a moment to see if there was any advantage developing. None comes for Real Monarchs, and they get the free kick opportunity. This will be about 35 yards from goal as we get another look. Dylan very aware, knowing that Doddsey was always going to try to come in and win the ball, just puts his body between the ball and Doddsey, forcing that contact. A rising header comes in from Jennings. Had a lot of power, but directed straight into the turf. So Real Monarchs 3-1-1 in their last 5 games, a little more solid with the switch to the back 5. It's been a bit of a different story for Tacoma Defiance. Ball fired over the top. Sandoval. On loan from Millonarios in Colombia. Sandoval had back-to-back games with a goal earlier this month. Wasn't in favor over the last couple of matches in terms of the starting lineup, but has been a regular on the bench. More of a classic winger profile in comparison to Jesus Barea, who tends to float a little more centrally, the man that he replaces in the starting lineup this evening. Nice 1-2, worked for Doddsey. He's tracked down, but he sees the goalkeeper, and he puts it wide of the post, unable to convert. Great build-up play from Tacoma Defiance. It's simple, but effective. And Doddsey gets it wrong at the final moment. Biggest chance of the match so far, coming in the 17th minute. There's a slip from the Monarchs, and I think they're lucky to have drawn the foul with 2 shots to 1, but a fairly uneventful first 31 minutes outside of that big chance for Doddsey. And as he prepares to return, Real Monarchs trying to take advantage. Up a man briefly. See if the Defiance are able to get him back on for this, to help defend this corner. Salas over to give the left-footed delivery. And it is an accomplished left foot. He's a player who's much more familiar playing as a left fullback than a center back. Is there a touch of class? It's a nice ball, but walled off at the back post. Played forward by Farnsworth. Curled, Sandoval! Take a bow! It's a moment of brilliance to break the deadlock. And in the 33rd minute, Brian Capaz Sandoval scoring his 3rd goal of the season and putting Real Monarchs in front. Great range to stick this in the mixer and see what happens. It struck. It's dipping, but too late over the crossbar of as Dodzy got some treatment in the middle of the half. Rivera to launch in the throw. Flicked on. And it was better off finding a teammate than it was served as a shot. Shore collects it and barrels it out, looking for a teammate on the far side. But it's right back to Real Monarchs, who may have another opportunity to launch an attack before halftime. We'll see how quickly Trace Alfin chooses to move it here. Dodzy called forward on the languid press. Flipped forward, Sandoval coming in, as is Vallard. Dodzy trying to sneak in behind. Tsukunome's ball caught under his feet. Lowry with 2 hands up just to say, let's play this carefully. It's not done so by Alfin. Final 15 seconds of the first half. Tacoma Defiance need to move quickly here. Searching for an equalizer in the dying moments. It's worked around the back. Referee considering. Play will continue for now. And there is the halftime break. So a lead for Real Monarchs as we hit halftime. A 33rd minute goal from Brian Sandoval. They would stay there until at least the conclusion of the Ventura County match that is now kicked off as well. Second half underway. My name is Parker Johnson. Happy to be here with you as we come to a conclusion. Final weekend of August, September getting closer, and that means playoff time approaching. So much on the line every single game in MLS Next Pro, and the standings as bunched up as ever. We saw in both conferences last year how tight the margins were with ties along the playoff lines. Every single point, every single win makes such a huge difference at the end of the season. A trophy already won tonight in Seattle, Leagues Cup victory, and Tacoma Defiance looking for a comeback to really finish the night out on a high note. Monarchs, though, a strong first half performance. As long as they are able to cover up some of those counter and set piece opportunities that Tacoma Defiance were able to come up with, their control of the game should pay off through the next 45, but not with loose passes like that one from Griffin Dillon. Latched onto here by Petter. Plays it inside. Tsukunome! Stand corrected. I think that was Peter Kingston coming in from midfield with the left-footed shot, and what a save. Trace Alfin called upon within 2 minutes of our second half kickoff. A bright start to the second period for Tacoma Defiance. Strong header at the back post, still alive though for Tacoma. Kingston was offside after taking that corner kick. Couldn't quite work his way back ahead of the defenders. Currently 3rd in the MLS Next Pro Golden Boot standings. And if you really want to level out the playing field in that Golden Boot race, take away the penalty kicks and see what happens, because Yu Tsukunome goes straight to the top of the list. It's a bit like giving an early yellow card. Once you've established the punishment, well, players are discouraged from breaking the rules. So we'll see how that comes into play on future substitutions for the Monarchs. Can still make a few more changes. They've only used that one substitution window, given that they did make the halftime changes, and that does not count against one of their windows. A little bit more depth to their squad than this traveling Tacoma Defiance team. Wade Weber a bit shorthanded, as all the first teamers were kept along with the Sounders for that Leagues Cup final to take that in as a squad. Dodzi on the chase, and he's beat to it by Alfin, who has been spotless in the Monarchs goal. Came into this match ready to highlight Will Mackey and how much his performances have helped out this Real Monarchs back line. And in comes Alfin, and the level not dropping off in the slightest. Good problem to have for the likes of Mark Lowry. And this could be even better. Berea! 2-0, Real Monarchs. Double the advantage. A sweet shot from Jesus Berea, his 7th goal of the season. Real Monarchs in full control at home. Let's see it. It's a decent long ball looking for Khoury. First time ball across, and it was a good one. Flores making neat contact with it. Flies just past the post. How about this for a bit of direct play? One ball over the top, one touch across in the first time finish attempt. Phenomenal technique on display from Tacoma Defiance. Doesn't result in the goal. Reminiscent of that first half opportunity from Dodzi that just snuck past the wrong side of the post. And this will be the final sub for Real Monarchs, as they call the most dangerous in soccer. It's Hassan at the back post! And he was offside. It was so hard to tell from our angle. I thought that he might have timed it perfectly. He comes from outside the frame. The line is stepping up, and really impossible for us to tell. So you have to see to the assistant referee, who was right in front of it. But on the heels of that change, one final switch for Wade Weber. We'll see Biram Joe. But first it's Bell. Close control inside the box. Scampered away by a couple of Tacoma defenders. On comes Berea, our second goal scorer, rolling across looking for Bell. Zarkani, head up, right foot, and he finds the back of the net. Aiden Hezarkhani makes it 3. A complete performance from Real Monarchs. And a triple to seal it. Hezarkhani so accomplished with his left. He comes onto his right, and you're not sure that he's gonna shoot it. As the Monarchs trying desperately to hold on to this clean sheet. Set piece comes in. Alfin with a phenomenal save. Offside before it all went down. Let's take another look at the save from Alfin. Great reflexes. As Arcani falling to the ground and bringing our match to a close. 3-0 in favor of Real Monarchs as they move into 4th place for now.